rendition of Neil Simon's Last of the Red Hot Lovers. This was a big hit on Broadway, ran for over 700 performances, toured for years, and was later made into a movie. It's a comedy in 3 acts, so please feel free to laugh often and loud. The entire action of the play takes place in Barney Cashman, our hero's mother's New York apartment. Barney's been married to his wife faithfully for 23 years, and he's decided that he'd like to have one last romantic fling before life passes him by. It's probably a midlife crisis kind of thing. He has decided to use the internet, and although none of us approve of what he's up to, you gotta love this guy. I mean, he's a decent, nice guy who cannot succeed in sinning. As the curtain opens, Barney is entering his mother's New York apartment, and it is Christmas season in New York. Hello, Mom? Mom? Oh, good. Hello, Harriet? Mr. Cashman. Everything all right at the restaurant? Listen, I'm in Bloomingdale's. Yeah. Did my wife call? And you told her Bloomingdale's. Great, okay. Listen, I'll be in about 5:30. Thanks, Harriet. What in the hell am I doing here? The doorbell rings, and Barney opens the door. Elaine Varzio is standing there. Elaine is a pretty woman in her late 30s, but there's an air of desperation about Elaine. Come in. I'm in. How are you? I'm very nice. Well, you look very nice. You look surprised. You didn't think I was coming, did you? Well, I wasn't sure, but I was hoping. Yeah, well, I wasn't sure either, but I came. Oh, I'm so glad. I mean, I would have been very disappointed if you hadn't come. Would you have been disappointed if I didn't come? No, I would have known I wasn't coming, so there'd be no disappointment. I'm sorry. Well, hello. Oh my God, I forgot your name. That's all right. You're forgiven. Elaine Varzio. Really? Don't tell me I'm wrong. I'm sorry, you just don't look like an Elaine Varzio. You look like an Irene. I look like I look like Elaine Varzio. I'm sorry. I was just making conversation. That's the kitchen. No bedroom? No. But you know, that sofa opens into a bed. It's a convertible. Yippee! You like it quiet like this? I mean, no talking. Well, because I'm quiet. No. You see, let me explain. There's a little old lady who lives next door, and she listens in on everything. So I figured if she heard male voices, you're afraid the next door neighbor's going to listen in on us? Yeah. Okay, so what's the plan? I clean the house in a high voice, and you whisper? There's no plan. I'll talk in my normal voice. Okay. Listen, if you think that talking softly is sexy, I don't find it sexy, I find it hard to hear. I'll talk in my normal voice. Is that better? Not much. Can I have a cigarette? A cigarette? Don't you want some water? I can't smoke water. You're not going to give me a cigarette, are you? I'm sorry. I don't smoke. You don't have any in the apartment? Look, this is my apartment. It's my mother's apartment. You are not actively serious.
Actively serious.
This is where my mother lives. Oh, is she going to join us? Now, she works 3 days a week at Mount Sinai Hospital. She doesn't get in until 5 o'clock. I'm sorry. I didn't know where else to go. Listen, I always say, keep it in the family. Oh, would you like a drink? Desperately. I've got J&B Scotch. Is that okay? What else have you got? That's it. J&B Scotch. Oh, well, in that case, I'll have a J&B Scotch. Oh, my God. You brought glasses, too? Oh, no, I just picked them up at Bloomingdale's. I was looking for the restaurant. You were afraid if you used your mother's glasses, she'd know you were here. Okay, listen, I think you did the smart thing. How many ice cubes did you bring? I didn't go that far. Listen, if you want ice cubes, I'll get you ice cubes. Forget it, we spend the rest of the day wiping my fingerprints off the trays. Oh, Elaine, listen, I would like to ask you one question, a serious question. Yeah, I've done this before. That's what I was going to ask. You got one free. What were you going to ask? Well, I'm not over that one yet. You have? On other occasions? Oh, I have. On other occasions, in other places with other men, done the unthinkable. Come to think of it, though, you're the first owner of the fish restaurant I've ever been with. In that case, I'm still a virgin. Look, I didn't come up here to get reformed. And nothing got me to stop smoking. Just leave my sex life out of it, okay? So what was the question? Oh, before. Oh, this is very difficult for me. Look, it's really hard for me to do this. You know why I asked you up here. I mean, I've already told you I think you're very attractive. Do you find me appealing? Now you appeal to me. What do you mean now? You mean possibly not tomorrow? I mean possibly not in the next 15 minutes. I have a very short span of attention. Do you really? Well, look, I don't really get you. Didn't you invite me up here with the intention of having an affair? Well, I don't think I put it that bluntly. Yes or no? Yes. And we've got to be out by 5 o'clock. Well, in a manner of speaking, what time do we have to be out? 5 o'clock. We had a time problem. Listen, I know. I mean, I don't deny that my intentions were of a romantic nature. Romantic. In your mother's clean apartment with 2 glasses from Bloomingdale's. Come on. I'm sorry. I'm not very, very good at this, I know. And I'm really kind of nervous. Look, Marnie, we'll try it your way. I'm very flexible. What was it you wanted to see me about, Mr. Cashman? Come on, Elaine, don't be like that. Look, I have a 215-pound husband who would break my arms and legs if he called me up here. And you're telling me about your childhood. Well, I mean, I think you should just get to know me a little bit better. I mean, until you walked in here 10 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago, 20 minutes ago. I mean, I was just a fish owner, a restaurant owner that you met on the internet. Look, Barney, how about if we get down to the basics? I mean, why did you invite me up here? Oh, I'm sorry. I mean, I'm just not very good at this, you know. Listen, would you mind very much? Listen, Barney, I think I better go. I mean, I don't think this is working out. Oh, well, what do you mean? Look, the details are that you asked me up here. What am I supposed to do now? Wait for your mother to come home? I'm sorry. You know what? I've decided that I think maybe I'll ring the bell and ask the lady about the cigarettes. Okay? No, look, forget it, Barney. I'm out of here, really. Oh, please, Elaine, don't go. Look, I do this a lot. Yeah, well, that's just upsetting to me. I find that depressing and sad and disturbing. Oh, really? Do you really? Look, Barney, I really am leaving now. Look, I had a wonderful time. I can't remember when I've had a better time. You pour a beautiful glass of scotch, and my compliments to your mother's housekeeping. Where are you going, Elaine? Where are you going? Downstairs to look for cigarette butts. Don't worry, no one will see me. I'll walk out backwards. Look, we are incompatible. I need some throat lozenges, and you need Oprah Winfrey. I mean, you know, can't you just listen to me for a while? I know, I'm a klutz. World's biggest klutz. I'm sorry. Oh, Elaine, you're so congested. Have you ever slept with a vaporizer? But don't worry, I'll get around to everybody. I'm sorry I wasted your time. I mean, I'm just not good at this. I've never done it before, and I'm just not good at it. Ronnie, please, don't get wistful on me. I cannot stand wistful 45-year-old men. 45? Is that how old I look to you, 45? Oh, no. You look like a college kid. 21, 22. To tell you the truth, I'm flattered, because I'm real 47. Does that surprise you? Oh, thank God I was sitting down when you told me. How about a little more scotch? How about a lot more? Tell me the truth, Elaine. Would you have been happier if when you walked in here, I just attacked you, ripped your clothes off, the pure animal act? Well, it would have been a way of breaking the ice. Because if that's what you're worried about, there is no problem in that department. None whatsoever. Well, if you say so, Barney. Okay. Are you really as cold as you seem? Listen, I need gloves to take off my underwear. Barney, I'm going to give you a little bit of advice before I leave, so the whole day's not a complete write-off. If you want undying love and romance, get a guitar and go to Spain. I'm leaving for good now. My peak has ebbed. Oh, Elaine, don't go. Don't go. I want to tell you something. Listen, you've already talked away half our time. No, listen, I don't want you to go. Sit down and shut up. If I have to lock you in, you're staying. I want to tell you something. I'm sure that it comes as no great surprise to you, but you are my first attempt at an affair. I've been married to my high school sweetheart for 23 years. I'm a pretty decent guy, really. I don't gamble, I don't smoke, and you've had more to drink today than I've had my whole life. Life's been pretty good to me. Now, to tell you the truth, life has gone out of its way to ignore me. So why, after all this time, do I decide to go on the internet? Pray to God I don't get caught. I'll tell you why. I'm 47 years old, and for the first time, I've been thinking about dying. And I said to myself, how is it, Barney? I mean, has it been a terrific 40 years? You know what my answer was? Well, I wouldn't say terrific. It's been nice. Nice. 47 years, and it's been nice. I will go to my grave having led a nice life. I mean, life goes on, but as it's going on, shouldn't it be a little bit better than just nice? So I thought I'd like to have one day. I mean, and I was only going to do this once, I swear. I was only going to do it once. But I wanted a day of remarkable, wonderful love and romance. I wanted it to be a day of the sex was so wonderful that it changed my life, that I came away thinking I hadn't just existed, I'd lived. Oh, yeah? And that's why you wanted to get laid? I told you I'd let you know when you can go. Now would be a good time. No, Barney, I love the story. I mean, I really did. It was terrific. I was going to cry in the middle, but I didn't want to mess up your mother's apartment. I just had one problem. I couldn't relate to the hero. I mean, I figure any man who expects to have beautiful, uplifting, life-changing sex with a woman he met on the internet is either sexually retarded or insane. We're all dying, Barney. I myself, I passed away 6 months ago. I'm just hanging around to clean up some business. Look, Barney, I am really leaving now. But before I go, good luck in your quest for the impossible dream. Oh God, please let there be a cigarette machine in the lobby and any lane exits. Oh, God. Oh. Hello, Harriet. Mr. Cashman. I'm leaving Bloomingdale's. Yeah. No, I didn't get anything. I looked around. I shopped, but I didn't get anything. Okay, I'll see you in about half an hour. I will never do that again. Never, never, never. And the curtain closes on that. Unbearably hot in New York. And Barney's again entering his mother's apartment. Mom? Mom? Harriet? Listen, did the fish come? Yeah. Look, oh, the doorbell rings in the morning. Oh, I'm sorry, I gotta go now. I'm at the dentist. Barney opens the door, and Bobby Mitchell is standing there. Bobby is a pretty young thing of about 25. Oh, thank God, air conditioning. Oh, it's 140 degrees outside, right? I mean, forget about breathing. You know, it gets hot in California, but nothing like this. Hi, I'm Bobby Mitchell. Oh, yes, yes. Come in. I'll close the door. It's cooler. Oh, I can't believe this heat, really. I thought I was going to be late. I've just finished with my audition. I could come back later. Oh, no, you're fine. Remember, I said 3 o'clock? Oh, really? This heat, it just bothers me so much. I mean, oh, I'm sorry. I talk too much when I get nervous. Oh, are you nervous? Well, I'm not nervous now, but I was nervous. I just had this terrible incident with a cab driver. Oh, really? What happened? Oh, forget it. I just don't want to talk about it. Oh, this heat, I can't stand it. I mean, if I pass out on the floor, I'm just going to have to trust you. You don't have to worry about me. Well, of course not. You're not a cabbie. You wouldn't try anything like that. Like what? Well, he wanted to make it with me under the Manhattan Bridge on his lunch hour. Oh, really? Oh, well, that's terrible. Oh, that's terrible. Oh, forget about it. I just don't want to talk about it. Did you get shorter? Shorter? Oh, you look much shorter than you did on the internet. How could that be? How could I look shorter than I did on the internet? Oh, I know. Flats. I was wearing flats when I got your internet message, and I put on heels for the audition. You didn't get shorter. I got taller. Isn't that a terrible thing to say? I'm just goofy today. It's the heat. Oh, I don't think you're goofy. I think you're charming. Oh, I know I'm charming. But I'm also goofy, which I think is part of my charm. Oh, my goodness, I just noticed you shaved your mustache. My mustache? Didn't you have a mustache in your profile picture? Me? No, I never had a mustache. I don't look good in a mustache. It doesn't grow any good on this side. Oh, who could I be thinking of that I met recently that had a mustache? Oh, I don't know. I'm still just upset about that cabbie thing. You know, I wrote the cabbie's name down. Max Schoenstein. You know, I was going to report him to the police, but he started crying. I mean, tears rolling down his cheeks. I thought his cigar would go out. So I said, all right, I won't report you. And then he had the nerve to ask me to reconsider going under the bridge. That was terrible. Oh, listen, it happens to me all the time. Coming in on the plane, the man sitting beside me kept feeling me out during the movie. He said he was looking for the volume control, but he didn't even have it. That's terrible. Why didn't you say something to him? Well, he was Chinese, and I didn't want to seem big. But then he had the nerve to call me in the middle of the night, some strange Chinaman. Well, where did you get your number? Oh, I must have given it to him. But it happens to me all the time. And I don't know why they pick on me. Well, I'm not surprised. You're such a pretty girl. Listen, and obscene phone calls, I get them all the time. One time I wasn't home and I left an obscene message. Oh, really? Yes. And you know, this pervert called me one time, and he actually described indecent and immoral acts in terrible language for 15 minutes. 15 minutes. Yeah, well, listen, I've got to make a call. Do you mind? No, not at all. Go ahead. Is this where you write those sea stories you told me about? Yes. I work here during the day. It's my mother's apartment. You know, I knew this writer in California, registered weirdo. I thought I was in love with him until I found out he was deranged. I mean, the things he wanted me to do. Oh, really? Like what? I couldn't tell you. Oh, you can tell me. Oh, no, listen, I told my analyst and he went into cardiac arrest. Oh, really? But, like, what kind of things? Together, alone? You can tell me. Listen, if I tell you this man had his teeth sharpened, can you fill in the rest? His teeth sharpened. My God. But did you ever do any of them? Me? No, of course not. Never. What, some? I mean, I have to do some. I thought he'd kill me. You mean he actually forced you to do these things? Listen, you don't play it cool with the man who's had his teeth sharpened. How did you get hooked up with a guy like that? Oh, by sheer chance. He was living with my roommate and she moved out.
Sure.
Why doesn't she answer? I could wait here 20 minutes. Who are you calling? My answering service. At least she said she'd take messages. I have the worst damn luck with roommates. Oh, really? Are you living with someone now? I can't afford my own place. So I'm living with this Nazi yoga coach. I mean, she's not just German. She's Nazi. Black shirts, boots, swastikas, the whole thing. I'll tell you, that's terrible. She's a damn good vocal coach, though, if you don't mind getting whipped. No, you're kidding. Oh, no, Wilhelmina, weirdo. She paid $400 to have a scar put on her face. And she's got this king-size bed with a leather bedspread. Does that sound strange to you? Well, you live with her, you'd know better. How would I know? I'm no lesbian. I mean, really. I sleep so far away from her in that bed, she'd have to take a taxi to get me. You know, the second person that's accused me of being homosexual. But I never said that. I never said anything like, listen, she's not taking any rent, and she's a good vocal coach, and that's why I'm staying with her. Well, okay, I mean, you know better. You're living with her. Finally. Hello, Hilda? Oh, I'm just with a friend. No. Listen, did the American Idol show call? Well, how would you know? Where have you been for the last 20 minutes? Downstairs in the bunker? Yes. No, it is not another girl. Yes, I'll be home for dinner. Ali Zane. You know, if they won the war, she'd be the choral director at the Radio City Music. Well, if you have so much trouble and you're so uncomfortable, why do you stay with her? You know, you're the second person that's accused me of being homosexual. I don't have any interest in anything like that, really. I mean, people can be so vicious sometimes. Look, I never said a word about, are you married? Yes, yes, I'm married. Well, I didn't mean you when I said people could be vicious. You're not vicious. You're married. Oh, no, that's all right. Oh, no, you are not vicious. Married men are never vicious. They're too guilty. Oh. You heard that? Oh, without exception. Except for this one man I knew. He was married. Oh, was he ever vicious? Listen, do you mind terribly if I smoke? Oh, no, you want to smoke? Listen, I've got all kinds of cigarettes. King size, ventilated, anything you want. Oh, no, thanks, but I have my own. Would you like one? Oh, no, I don't smoke. Oh, I don't either. I mean, not cigarettes. Excuse me, is that marijuana? I'm sorry, I didn't hear that last word. Look, I can't talk too loud. There's a little lady next door that listens in on everything. Is that pot? Yes. Did you change your mind? Oh, no. I'm trying to cut down. Maybe later. What the world needs now is love, sweet love. That's what I'm going to sing if I get the American Idol show. If the Beast of Berlin ever takes my messages. Is the door locked? Yeah, why? Oh, nothing. I'm just being silly. I think someone followed me here. Followed you? Who would follow you? Who, indeed? That's a good question. Listen, I want you to get rid of this. I want you to tear up the papers, put it in the potty, and flush twice. You would be amazed at the number of people that are serving time because they only flush once. That's good advice, Bobby. These are a little bit of an odor, doesn't it? Oh, let me open the window for you. Oh, my God! What's the matter? Do you see that man over there across the street in front of the door? Have you ever seen him before? Yeah. All the time. He's the doorman. Can I trust you? I mean, really, really trust you. Oh, I'd like to be your friend. He had my dog kidnapped. Who? Mr. H of Palm Springs, California. He kidnapped your dog? Do you think I'm making that up? Don't you believe me? Oh, listen. You say your dog was kidnapped. I accept it. I accept it. Just calm down a little bit, okay? He didn't want me to have a dog or a career or anything. I miss my dog so much. People don't want you to succeed in life. You've got to make your own choices and you've got to do your own thing, right? So, I think I'll take the American Idol show. I thought they turned you down. Where did you hear that? Well, you told me a little while back. You said that they took the Negro girl. I didn't say that. What are you suggesting? Look, Bobby, just calm down. Listen, I'm going to light up again. I'm going to have another puff. Oh, no, I really don't think that's a good idea, Bobby. I mean, the reason I asked you up here, I have to have 2 more puffs before I face the world again. Listen, will you have one with me now? No. I said maybe. You said later. And I want you to have a joint with me, or I'm going to stay here all night. I'm not leaving until you have a joint with me. Oh, all right. Okay. Just 2 quick puffs, and then I've really got to get out of here, okay? Oh, the men in my life, the things that men have done to me. Someday I'm going to write a book. I'm going to name names and dates and places. I'm not going to leave out a single man. Oh, look, Bobby, I really think that you really ought to one. I mean, it's getting late. Did I tell you about the man in California? Which one? The dog napper or the tea stopper? Really? Okay, now you're going to have one with me. Okay, look, I'll take 2 quick puffs, and then I've really got to get back to work, okay? Okay, I mean, is this how I do it? Is this the right way? Why don't you inhale? I will. Swallow it. Oh my God. It didn't come up, it's still down there. Oh my God, my heart. I can't feel my heart. Listen, in a few minutes, your mouth is going to get numb. Oh my gosh, my tongue. I can't feel my tongue. Oh, I'll never talk again. Just relax, honey. Just lay back and go with the flow. Yeah, that's what I'll do. I'll go with the flow. You know, everything's slowing down. You hear everything's slowing down? Oh, I'm going to make it in this world. I don't care how many obstacles people put in my way. I know I'm going to make it in this world. But in my audition today, Southern Cal thought I was the end. Southern Cal, wow, I'm impressed. Well, it was dark, but it was somebody with a mustache. And you know, I would have gotten the part, except they wanted the Negro girl. I think you better go. You know, I've been thinking, there's a lot of things I wanted to do and I'll never do them. A lot of people I wanted to meet and I'll never meet them. What the world needs is love, sweet love. We're trapped. That's what we are, trapped. What the world needs. And the curtain closes on us. Later, in September, Barney is already in his mother's apartment, and the doorbell rings. Barney answers the door, and Jeanette Fisher is standing there. There's nothing special about Jeanette. She's an average 38-year-old woman, but she is probably the most depressed woman on the face of the earth. Oh, come in, Jeanette, come in. What's the matter? Are you okay? You having any trouble finding a place? Jeanette, there's no denying this is awkward. I mean, we know each other so well. That's why I was so pleased when you approached me in your kitchen that Thursday night. Oh, Jeanette, you're not going to stay here and cry until 5 o'clock, are you? Are you? Oh, God. Can you pick a boy? Can you pick a boy? Why am I here? What was that? Why am I here? I mean, you and Thelma are our best friends. We've been friends for 12 years. Well, and that was almost like a brother to you. So why am I here? Because I asked you here, Jeanette. I mean, you approached me in the kitchen Thursday night, and we agreed that, oh, Jeanette, please, don't cry anymore, please. Oh, are you? This is terrible. I shouldn't be here. Look, Jeanette, why don't you just relax a little bit, okay? You're here, you might as well relax. You know, sit down, and I'll go get us some champagne, okay? You know, Barney, I don't find you physically attractive. Did you know that? No? I didn't know that. But it's not mandatory. I mean, it's fun. I think you're sweet, and I think you're kind, but I do not think you're physically attractive. Okay, Jeanette, I think we've got that covered. Okay, we've been friends for so long. We're so close. I can tell you anything I want, can't I? Hell yes. Well then, I don't find you physically attractive. Oh, please don't get upset with me. It's not the weight. I have never been repelled by obesity. Actually, I was a skinny kid. I blew up in the army. Jeanette, why don't you put your purse down, okay? That would be good. I'm not very good at this. Who is Jeanette? I mean, I don't even know what I'm supposed to do. I think if you put your purse down, that would be a good first step. Okay? I just really don't know. I don't even know why I'm here. I mean, what do you think about all this? About all what? About all this that's going on. Nothing's going on, Jeanette. I can't even get your purse. I mean, all this, the times we live in, all this free sex we find everywhere. You know what, Jeanette? I don't find it. I hear a lot about it like that, but I haven't found any. Do you feel any guilt about being here today with Mel's wife? Why do you put it that way? You're Jeanette, I'm Barney. I mean, why complicate everything? Tell me, don't you feel any guilt at all? No, I don't feel any guilt. Well, you're just like everyone else in the world. You feel we live in a guiltless society. Well, I'm going to be like everybody else. That's why I'm here today. Jeanette, you seem a little different than you did last Thursday night. You seem a little tense. What are you doing? What's that? Oh, it's Prozac. It's for depression. Do you want some water? Oh, no. I couldn't wait. You're that depressed you couldn't wait for the water? Oh, Barney. Really? Don't you think it's a terrible society that we're living in today? Listen, where's your phone? I want to call Mel. I want to see what his reaction would be if he knew I was here with you. Oh, no, I don't think that's a good idea. I mean, it's not a test of marriage, okay? Oh, do you think he'd be upset? What do you think his reaction would be? Oh, I think it would be big. Lots of killings and lots of blood. Do you think death is so terrible? What's with the questions, Jeanette? Yeah, I think death is terrible. I think violent death is even worse. Jeanette, will you put the purse down, please? You see that table? Great spot for it. Great spot for the purse. I can't stand it another minute. Give me the damn purse. Oh, good. I feel so much better. Barney, tell me, what percentage of your life do you enjoy? Jeanette, what is this, a quiz show? Quit with the question. Just give me a percentage. I just want to know your percentage of happiness. I don't know, half, 51, 52%, something like that. Do you know what my percentage of happiness is? Low. I bet it was low. 8.2%. That's what Dr. Margolis says my percentage. I figured it was beginning, something like that. I'm 38 years old and I've enjoyed 8.2% of my life, Barney. That's just awful. You mean you actually sat down with a piece of paper and a pencil and figured that out? No wonder you're depressed. Tell me, Barney, do you think the world is full with decent, gentle, loving people? Jeanette, please stop with the questions. Just tell me, do you think people are decent? Well, not everybody. I mean, that's for sure. Oh, well, then you think some people are. Well, yeah, sure, there's some decent people in the world. Name some. I knew that was going to be the next question I could have bet on. Just three. Name three. 3 people in the whole world. That's ridiculous. I could name 300, 3,000. Just 3. I couldn't do it, Barney. You're 38 years old and you've never met 3 decent people in your whole life. Barney, do you know what the literacy rate is in the United States? I have no idea. It's 86%. Do you know how many married people have committed adultery? 87%. We're the only country in the world that has more cheaters than readers. I would believe that. That's ridiculous. I don't believe that. I mean, we're not indecent. We're human. That's what we are, human. Barney, do you know Charlotte Corman? Big, buxom, red-headed woman? No, I don't think so. Mel cannot stand her. He does not want me to have anything to do with her. He doesn't want her in our house. He doesn't want me to meet with her. So, he's been having an affair with her for 8 months. I had to stop seeing her 3 times a week so he could see her 4. And you know how I know, Barney? Do you know what my proof is? Look, Jeanette, this is none of my business. You know what my proof is? He told me. 2 o'clock in the morning, he texts me on the shoulder and says, I'm having an affair with Charlotte Palmer. Who asked him? And you know why he told me? Oh, he explained the whole thing to me. He said, we are living in a guiltless society. You can do absolutely anything you want in the world as long as you're honest. Isn't that wonderful? Aren't you just thrilled to be living in such an uplifted society? Oh, Barney, I'm sorry. Nothing personal. But I don't think we're going to have our affair. Come on. Let me get you a nice cold drink. I think that will settle you down. Barney, I think my 8.2 is down to a 3 or 4. Come on, Jeanette. Just relax a little bit. Okay? Okay? No, Barney. I'm leaving. Where are you going? Where are any of us going? All right, Jeanette. We'll play it your way. We're all a bunch of louses. We're just terrible people. You think you're the first woman I've had up here? Oh, what do you hear? Listen, let me tell you about Elaine. Elaine was a drinking, smoking, married woman who practically begged me to take her clothes off. And you know what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened. Because I was looking for something decent, something wonderful, something uplifting. Oh, and let me tell you about Bob. She was an unemployed nightclub singer who had her dog kidnapped by the Beverly Hills police and sleeps with a Nazi vocal coach. I sat up here singing popular songs of the day and smoking marijuana. And guess what happened? Nothing. Nothing happened because I was looking for something decent, something uplifting. And then I invite you, a woman who practically attacked me in her kitchen last Thursday. And when you get here, what do? You hold on to your damn pocketbook and take pills. Well, I'm finished with that. Because I don't believe there's anything decent in the world anymore. But if we're going to sin and be accused of sinning, let's do some sinning. Okay? We're going to be indecent. Let's see a couple of really hot indecencies. Come here, Jeanette. Oh, you stop. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. Come on, Jeanette. I'm not wasting another afternoon. Barney, you're not like this. I know you're not. Oh, really? What am I like? Come on, tell me. What am I like? Well, you're sweet. And you're kind. That's not what I'm looking for, Jeanette. Look, you're going to stay here till your pocketbook rots until you tell me I'm not indecent. I don't know why, but it's important to me. Oh, Barney, stop. You're not like this. You're not. Come on, Jeanette. I want to hear it before I let you go. Oh, all right, Barney, you're decent. You are. You're the only one in the world that's decent. Oh, come on, Jeanette. That's great, but there's got to be somebody else, right? Oh, stop it, Barney. Oh, Mel. What do you want Mel for? I want him to take care of me. Oh, you love him, that's why. Yes, I do. I don't care what he's done. I love him. How can you love him if he's not decent and honest? And he is just the two of you. You and Mel are the only two. We need 3. Remember, we wanted 3? How about Thelma? How about if we throw Thelma in? Thelma's decent and kind. Yes, she is. She's very decent. As a matter of fact, she's probably the most decent one of all of us. Great, we got our 3. You can go now. Oh, Barney. Is it any wonder I take Prozac? Come on, Jeanette. You know that. Deep down, you know that we're all decent and kind, right? Look, why don't you just pull yourself together and go, okay? I'll see you for dinner next Thursday night, okay? Oh, Barney, you really believe it, don't you? You really think that we're all decent, kind, loving people. I do, Jeanette, and deep down, so do you. Yeah, well, maybe. But tonight, I'm going to tap Mel on the shoulder at 2 o'clock and tell him I'm having an affair let him be depressed for 8 months. I don't think that'd be a good idea. Well, I think I'll try it. I'm leaving Barney. See you for dinner Thursday. Boy, can you pick 'em. Can you pick 'em. Hello, Thelma. Hi, honey. How are you? Good. Listen, you busy? I was wondering if you could meet me. I'll take you 15 minutes to get here. No, not the restaurant. In my mother's apartment. No, she didn't invite us to dinner. No. Look, why don't you just come up, okay? And make it quick. We've got to be out by 5.